Okay, I'm here, and my hair looks as good as it's gonna look this late in the day. Mm, that's refreshing. I need refreshing. All right, Jean, how are you? Unmute yourself if you're there, and we will just wait for the others to join in. Hey, I can barely hear you. I don't know
Can
why.
you hear me now?
Oh, that's better.
Okay. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. How are you doing?
Doing good. Doing good.
Excellent. I'm tired.
I know.
I need to switch gears. Like I haven't switched off. Being at the office and I need to switch off and get in a different mind space. But my hair actually looks better than I thought it did. So I'm actually kind of happy with that.
Okay, awesome.
I'm
Awesome.
happy with that. That is a plus. So today um well yesterday we made a bunch of product. Today we made a bunch of product too. We made coffee scrub and um Simply Sexy. I'm gonna put that in your box. So your box is going out tomorrow, and I'm adding a bottle of Simply Sexy for you.
Oh, thank you. I'm so excited. I'm simply excited.
Now I'm excited for, and I'm gonna send you two jars. I'm sending you two jars of Bare Naked, but with um it's the Bare Naked body butter, but I'm sending two jars for you. I'm adding what did I say I was gonna add?
Honeysuckle.
Honeysuckle, yes. Yes.
Um,
So I'm gonna get two jars with honeysuckle, not fragrance, but essential oil.
yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You
I'm
know,
so
since I'm
excited.
sending you a box, maybe we'll send you a big old box.
I love it. I love
So,
it. Christmas and it's Christmas. I love it.
in
I
April.
love it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be a nice box of you know, different products and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was I'm chatting with ChatGPT on some of the products that I'm adding. So the additions, and naming them. So, and I'm renaming 222 squared.
I love that. Yeah,
So 222 to the second power.
that's what I'm talking.
Um, because I'm gonna put the peptide in there. And I'm excited for that. Like I'm excited because I think that's gonna be like quite the plus product. And
Right.
I'm gonna add peptide to the bare naked also.
Oh wow. Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's the things that I'm doing. And tomorrow, I was hoping to do it today, but today got away from me. But tomorrow, I'm doing the oxygen water product, the test product.
Okay.
So that's gonna get made and then shipped out to all everybody that's testing it uh, tomorrow.
Oh wow.
I'm putting my
You've been
foot
doing
down and
a lot of shipping, huh?
oh, it's been insane. It's been insane, and it's growing, which is great. That's what I want. And today is 25% off Tuesday, so I don't know why, but my automation didn't work this morning, so I had to set up a different discount code so it would work because instead of trying to manage all these discount codes and different types of this product is on sale and this isn't and yada yada yada. Just
Mm,
decided I'm gonna Tuesday's 25% off everything. So whatever you want, Tuesday's the day if you want to get a discount.
okay.
So that's how I make it easier for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes. And I'm excited.
Well, I'm
I'm excited
excited
for
as
these new
well.
products.
I'm excited the progress that I'm making.
I'm excited for you too. Tell me how your afternoon evening is looking on this cloudy overcast day.
Oh, it's been good, you know. Just I did exactly what you said. Went to the mailbox and Bruce said I was walking pretty fast. He said, "Man," he said I was. Oh, he said, "Man, you
You
was
were
walking
walking
pretty
like you knew where you were going.
right." That's what he said, really fast. And that was awesome. And came back and did that, and did some cleaning and things of that nature. And just one day at a time, one day at a time.
No, that's fabulous. That's fabulous. How did it feel though, walking? Like, did you feel like you were off balance or that you were disoriented in any way?
No, that's was surprising. I just walked straight. Just I what I did was instead of coming out the front door, I came out the garage door because it was you're level, you're right on the concrete slab coming out the garage door instead of having to go down some steps assisted. And plus it
Right.
was wet. I didn't want to slip and slide. And so once I came out the garage door, I remembered how the driveway goes. So I came over to the left to get close to the grass, and I just walked the side of that, like where the grass and the curb meet, and I walked that, took me all the way up to the mailbox. I said, okay, that looked like the mailbox right there. And I touched it, it was, opened it up and grabbed the mail. But
Excellent.
Bruce said, "I did I
And
stumble at all, Bruce? Not at all. Didn't stumble, didn't do any of that."
and how did you feel the light, like being outside in the light?
Oh,
Um,
it didn't bother me. It didn't bother me at all. Of course, you first open up the door, you get that initial glare, but it didn't bother me. I guess because I've been walking on the trail the last couple of days, my eyes was like, okay, this is where you're going back out. And then, like you said, the longer you stay out there, you start seeing more things.
right. Right. Excellent. Excellent. Excellent.
And I think Bruce
No,
already told you that he saw that is going down even more and more every day.
yeah, that cataract is looking thinner. And
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, I just feel like by the end of the next 7 days, it'll be gone. Like it won't be visibly there.
Yeah, I believe that too. I believe that too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
And I
it's
believe
taken
so many,
off quickly.
yes, and I believe so many more things to start coming into view.
Yeah, and I want to set your expectations realistically
Okay,
and hope that you get better than what my expectations are.
okay,
Because I just want you to know when you have a cataract, your whole eye starts to operate differently because it doesn't really know what to do with the lack of sight. And your brain starts relying on, the opposite eye more. So it has to relearn, you know, how your eye structurally sees. But this will be the time that we start patching over your good eye and just letting, the eye that is struggling, just, wade in the wading pool and see what's going on.
hmm, okay.
And it will get stronger and stronger and stronger every day.
Mhm. And when we'll start doing that after the next 7 days.
Yes.
Okay,
Once we know the cataract's gone, that's when we'll start patching that eye, letting the weaker eye have some time on its own and letting the brain be like, hey man, like wake up. Like this ain't right.
okay,
This ain't all you can do. Pick that up. Wake up, Cone. Wake up, Rod. Let's do this. And, you'll start seeing things, more rapidly, clearly when only one eye, when the eye is by itself and it has to do the work. It's kind of like having, you know, uh, a personal trainer. They don't
mhm,
actually lift the weight.
okay. And do you normally do that for like an hour at a time, or how long do you do that for?
Well, it depends. We'll see what your eye, you know, brings to the table. We'll see.
Okay. Oh, okay.
You're a surprising woman. You could surprise us all and just wake up one day and be like, I can see it all. It's all
Yes, yes. That's what I'm praying for. I'm praying, but like I know, manage your expectations. I understand that, but yeah, that's what I'm praying for.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Altamise, how are you?
How are
You
you?
still good? I'm excellent. How's life treating you?
Not great. I had a little setback, but I did receive the glasses today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you.
Yay! I hope
I
you like
could
them.
I do, but I couldn't try them on because my eyes are watering, so I couldn't even look out of them. Friday I did the one foreign eye, the first dose, and then the rest of the day I just did the 40, 60, and the revitalize. Well, I wake up Saturday morning and I can't see. So I don't know what
You
happened.
can't. So hang on. When you say you can't see, what what is actually what do you see? What's going
Just
on in the eye?
blurry, blurry, blurry. It was blurry,
Okay.
but it was much worse.
Okay. So is it still exactly that same way?
Yes. And the
And you
only
said
thing I've been doing is revitalize Sunday and Monday.
okay. I think you need to do some more 40/60.
Okay.
I I don't think this is a negative thing. I think this is a positive thing.
Uh,
But your eye is changing up what the operation in the eye, and we need to keep feeding it for it to continue to go. And
okay.
remember, I've said this, sometimes it gets worse before it gets better.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll have the ebb and flow where it gets way worse, and you're like, what is going on? And then a couple of days goes by and it just gets way better.
Okay.
So now's not the time to slow down or stop. Yeah, I understand the premise and the thought, but what you got to do is keep going.
Yeah, and I definitely was going to keep going with a 40/60, but I didn't know if maybe I had put too much for an eye, so that's why I was giving that a break for a couple of days. Um, and
Yeah, and you can do. Go ahead.
the 40/60 has never been an issue, for me.
Right, right. So I don't think you can overuse foreign eye. Like if your eye isn't in pain and you didn't have any significant issues as immediately with foreign eye, I don't think that's the issue.
Yeah, the only thing I had was the just the burning and stinging that would never end, forever. And with the last few times I spoke with you about LaFour, and I was saying like I had an ache, like it was going through the back of my head, on my eyeballs.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So I'm wondering, and I'd like you to drop the 40/60 whenever you have a chance, because I'm wondering if you've got some inflammation going on in the eye that needs to be kind of managed and handled.
I'm
Do you
thinking,
have any pain?
do I have any what now?
Do you have any pain in the eyes?
It's just like my eyeball kind of in the back is like I've been doing some exercises with it. It doesn't really hurt, but I can tell, I don't know
So
how.
like when your muscles are taut and tight,
Yeah, something
not
like that.
they're not painful, but
Yeah. But
and is one eye worse than the other?
I would say not.
If you cover one eye, I want you to pick a focal point, cover one eye and look at that focal point
Uh-huh.
and give it like 3 minutes and just look at that point.
Okay. I'm looking at the screen on something on your eye. Is that okay, or should I be looking far away?
No, you should be looking not at a screen. You need to look at a
Okay.
solid object.
Okay. And that's the thing. My solid objects are just blending in with everything now. I'm hardly seeing shapes now. And I didn't have
Okay. Just
issue before. But I'm
pick
looking.
up. Okay.
Yeah.
And just concentrate it on it for 3 minutes. And then what I want you to do is I want you to identify with if that object gets more prominent or less prominent the longer you stare at it.
Okay.
And don't stare without blinking. I want you to blink.
Okay. I'm blinking. Okay. I think because my eye is tearing so much now, it's not, you know, I don't know.
All right.
I had
Now I want you to swap.
exchange.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey Siri, set timer for 3 minutes. Now, is it exactly the same as the other eye?
Yeah, they seem the same. Yes.
So color is the same,
Yes, because,
clarity is the same.
yes. And again, I say because it's, got so much fluid, I'm just blinking that.
So both eyes are tearing
Yes, yes,
profusely.
yes, yes. And before that had just about completely stopped. So I think this last time I did the foreign eye, I think that brought it on.
I don't think that's what brought it on.
Pardon?
I don't think that's what brought it on.
You don't?
But no.
Okay.
I understand you drawing the correlation, but I don't think that's like one drop doesn't have that level of intensity in the eye.
Oh, okay. Okay. And I only say that because it had my right eye was dry and it was not tearing anymore, and the left eye was almost, that way.
Yeah.
Whereas before they had both been running pretty steady. It looks that they feel and look about the same to me. I can't tell a difference.
Okay. So I want to understand exactly how much tearing your eyes are actually doing.
Okay, it's like my eyes are about to drop water every so often. I'd say every like 5 minutes, I can rub my top eyelid on my left eye, and then, the water, it comes.
Right. So,
But
and it does it take 5 minutes to fill up?
yeah, sort of like that. Yeah.
Okay. So if you wipe your eye every minute, yeah, after 5 minutes, there won't be like this puddle.
No, it's like the puddle builds up, if that makes
And when,
sense.
yeah. So, and when it drops, is it dropping out of the corner of your eye or is it dropping
It drops
from,
out of the corner, and if I'm turned to the outside, it'll drop out of the side.
so the outside side?
Yes, yes, that side where you're pointing, yeah. And that's on
Okay.
either eye, but the right eye doesn't have that much buildup in fluid. It's still less than the left eye.
Okay. And you've continued to do what? You've continued with the 40/60.
I did Friday and Saturday. but Sunday and Monday, Sunday I did 40, 60. Yesterday I didn't do any 40, 60. Yesterday the only thing I did was the revitalize just to see if they were dry still. I just did that to see, but it I didn't get any stinging with it, so I was thinking it was not dry. They were not dry.
Okay. So, and how many times did you use the 40/60 on Saturday?
3 times because yeah, 3 times. Three
Okay.
times.
I want you to go back to using the 40/60 tonight.
Okay.
So I want you to go back to that.
Okay.
And so I want you to use it 4 times in a day, but I want you to parse it out instead of twice in an hour. I want you to spread it apart a little bit more.
Okay. Okay.
And then we're going to talk tomorrow so I can figure out, you know,
Okay.
what's actually going on, what kind of effects are happening in your eyes. But I honestly feel like this is a correction, not a failure.
Okay. Okay.
So we shall
That's
see.
what I wanted to think, but you know how it is when you can sleep a little bit and then that gets, you know,
No.
you know.
Oh, yeah, yeah, you feel like you're on the edge of a tragedy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you sleeping with an eye mask on?
Yes, I do. And I can't see anything. I have
Okay.
but biomat, I said I was gonna sleep on it more. Um,
A biomat?
mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's red light therapy,
Infrared, yeah.
infrared.
Uh-huh.
So, okay. Like I don't know how that all fits in as far as our eyes are concerned.
It's supposed to help with oxygen and circulation.
Yeah, and I get that, and I think in the macro circulation is probably very positive, but I don't know about the micro circulation. And your eyes are it's all micro circulation.
Yeah, right, right, right. I was thinking about that too. I'm like, I don't know if it'll do anything, but it can't hurt, I don't think.
Well, I don't think it could hurt either.
Yes. Well, I was trying to keep my spirits up, but I got a little bit down, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to get in that place.
I'm gonna let Miss Jean. Jean, I need you to come up on the panel, and I need you to raise Altamisa's spirits.
Oh my God. Denise, how are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I am doing good, doing good. Well,
I thought about you when I was walking this morning. I'm like, I used to be able to see when I'm walking. This morning, I could make out things, but it was a little bit down. And I thought about you. I said, okay, I see everything. I see everything. So I'm just going to keep on going, keep going.
well, that is good. That is good because that's exactly what Leslie challenged me. I don't know if I said this last week or whatever, but she challenged me to get out. And I remember that she would echo, when I would talk to her and have a session, she would say, how you living your life. And I was like, well, shoot, living your life and you can barely see. Well, and I could feel the anxiety going up in me because I was like, I want this to, wanted to work. Come on, it's going to work. And it's working. And it's working, of course. But
Hmm.
like she said, you have the ebb and flow. And, and I was like, she contacted me. She said, Jean, I want you to get out the house. And I'm like, this lady done lost her mind. I was like, get out the house. Get out the house and do what? And she was like, I want you to go. Can you sit on your front porch? And I was telling her, well, the way this house is, the accent is the back, like the porch on the back is huge. That's where you do your entertainment. We got a porch in the back that's huge, one downstairs. And I was like, the front porch to the door is very small. And she was like, okay, well, can you put some chairs out? And I was telling Leslie, I said, the day and time that we're in, I just don't want people to think like, no, oh, she can't see or something, and now I become a target. And she said, well, I want Bruce to be out there with you. And I asked her, I said, what about if I go to a park and maybe sit on a bench there? And she's like, yeah, you gonna do that? I said, yeah, I go to the park. So we live over here not too far from the Silver Comet Trail. And my husband drove to the trail, and all I'm seeing is white light and stuff like that, not really seeing, like we want to see yet. But I was like, this is gonna be interesting. And so when we got there, he was like, what you want to do? I said, let's walk. And I'm arm in hand with Bruce. And I thought I was just gonna walk like maybe 5, 10 minutes. I end up walking an
Mm-hmm.
hour.
Yeah,
And
I
then,
heard you. Yeah, the other
yeah, and
day.
and
Yeah.
and not just that, I walked the next day an
Uh-huh.
hour. Not just that, yesterday I walked an hour. Okay. And then it's funny because when I was walking, I'm thinking to myself, I'm not going to really see anything with this cataract in my eye that we're breaking down every day. But then I was like, okay, I start seeing, okay, this person got on a red shirt. This one got on a pink shirt. This one got on a yellow shirt. I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bruce, like, what you doing? I said, I'm counting the cyclists that just went by. And then I said, this one got on a fuchsia type of, not fuchsia, it was like a yellowish green type shirt. And then it was a lady came walking past me, walking fast. And then I said, no, you ain't gonna beat me. You ain't gonna beat me. And I started walking fast next to her, and she started laughing. And and then I was telling Bruce the other day, I said, babe, I think I was pointing up. I said, is that the tree line? He's like, yes, babe, that's the tree line up there. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that I've walked 3 days straight. Would have walked today, but it rained. And
Mm-hmm.
then Leslie, she contacted me and she's like, I want you to go outside and go get the mail. I was like, you know what? I was like, you know what? Now I'm finna windmill fight you. You know what I'm saying? Go get the mail. I was like, Leslie, you do. She's like, you know how she do. I don't want to hear what you can't see. I don't want to hear what you can't see.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
want you to go out there and go get the mail. And she's like, and Bruce is gonna be behind you. But what I love about Leslie, but then you hear the love statement come after it. And if you feel yourself can't go, you can either turn around with Bruce or you can have Bruce to carry on. So I said, okay, that seems reasonable. So I came out, went down the stairs, and Bruce, like, I'm right behind you, honey. I walked all the way up and I said, that I see something white. Is that the mailbox? I put my hand on it. It was the mailbox. I opened the mailbox, got the mail, and turned around. And that is crazy. Then she asked me to do it again today, and I did it again today, and I got the mail. And I was like, oh my God, because for everybody that's listening, we know that castor oil and DMSO, it does work. Okay. Leslie is patient zero. We know that it worked. And of course, everybody have different things going on with their eyes, level of what's going on. But are you supposed to sit up in the house and wait for it to work?
No, no, I know better than
Okay,
that.
so yeah, but you know better than that, but I didn't. I
Mhm.
didn't. I was actually sitting up here. I don't know what I was doing. I was sitting up here in the house every day, day after day, not getting out. And I think I was starting to I was just having anxiety and starting to have more fear and then starting to question, is it going to work? Is it going to work? Is it going to
Yeah.
work?
Yeah.
Well, you know that it's working, Gene, because you're starting to see colors, you're starting to see words coming in now, you're starting to see, oh, I forgot to tell you, Leslie, down there by my front door, I have a little box that says the Davis family. I'm starting to see those words again. Okay. And
Awesome.
yes. And so just starting to see more and more things. And Leslie helped me to get out of my own way because
Yeah.
we do get in our own way. And I told her after that first walk, I said, Leslie, I slept like a baby that night. She was like, yeah, all that anxiety and stuff built up. All that anxiety and stuff built up. She's like, Jean, you got to let that go. And you have to know that it is a process, and it is a process. And I tell
Yeah.
myself it's a process. And guess what? We're all going to get better. I just have the faith and belief that everybody that's here that can hear the sound of my voice, we're all going to get better. This is our journey. This is our story. This is our testimony, but you can't have a testimony without a test. And one thing I would definitely say, uh, Avanice, is that how I say your name?
Altamise. Yeah, that's fine.
Avanice. Okay. When Leslie tell you to do something a certain way, I don't give a dang if you got to lay on the floor and start screaming after you put the stuff in. Do that.
And
But
that's what I have been doing.
yeah, and don't stop, cuz I mean, look, I how that what I'm on when the drops and stuff, I'd be like, oh God, it's time again, it's time again, it's time again. And you can feel like, oh, am I getting tired and you want to give up? But I tell myself all the time, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and especially I be like, oh, like today, let's like, how's the light looking in your home with, of course, the storm outside. And I was telling her, I said, I just hate the way that it looks because how when storm get dark and you got the cataract and things, everything looking kind of crazy. And she was like, well, sit in it, look at it, let your eyes see it, let your eyes experience it, things of that nature. And I just feel that just having that level of support and pushing yourself, that you're going to be fine. Like she said, listening to what you said, your story is and everything. One thing I do know that I love about Liz, she's going to pinpoint it. She's going to let you know. And she's been through it. She's been through it herself. That's why I listen. Like, like they say, you don't want to take advice from somebody you wouldn't trade places with. Well, I would trade places with Leslie because she's seeing.
Right, absolutely.
She's where we want to be, right? But she went through this for however long she went through, and still, doing other things, nursing her eyes and stuff like that on a constant basis. And that's what I tell myself, that I am victorious, that I will see and see clear again. I will. And I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep on going. I refuse to give up. I refuse to give up. For
Yeah, I
what?
have the affirmations and all that, and I've been walking. I never stop walking. I never stop cooking. I cook whenever. Um, so I've been doing those things, and to wake up one morning and you see less than what you've been seeing, that was just, it just gave me like a little pause, and they won't allow me to sit in the house because
Who, your
I think
family?
if you, yeah, my husband and my son,
That's awesome.
should happen to come. I'm like, nope, you got to get out of this room because I know that the room, it would seem like would just close you in.
Hmm. But you know what you're saying? Just to be full transparent, that happened to me because when I first started, and when I first told Leslie, when I found out, found Leslie or whatever, I was on 30/70, and I did that, 30/70. I did it like she said, the 4, the 3, the 2. And everything was just coming back. I was like, oh, I could read this, I could see this, oh, ooh, 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 ooh,
Yeah.
and I was so excited. And then when we dropped down to the 2, that's when it seemed like Michael Jackson showed up in my eyes and started doing the moonwalk. And I was like, what is going on? And I started to go there, sadness, all that. I was like, what's going on? And I called Leslie and I told her, and when she talked to me, she was like, you know what, Jean, she was all, I had prayed because I was like, okay, God, what am I doing? Am I doing something wrong? And the thing about it was, it is just awesome. My husband, he took a picture of my eye and sent it to Leslie, and she was like, good, because I said when I came back, I was going to automatically put you on the 40/60. I'm like, what? And she was like, yes, I'm going to put you on there and we're going to work that cataract out of your eye. And that's what's been a blessing. My thing is during the day because being a coach, being a mentor, being an ex-Iris auditor, I was always working, 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 traveling, working, traveling, working. Now, where it's limited for now, I'm like in my mind striving to build a schedule up for me so it can eat up the day where I'm just not like, okay, what am I going to do? What do I need to do to eat up the day? So I'm not just sitting around
So you're
in
not
the
bored.
not bored exactly sitting around in the white room. I call it the right room, because I was like, what do I do? How do I go about this now while I navigate, while my eyes are healing and things of that nature. And I'm, just keeping it 100% real. I have ups and downs, just like everybody else on here, ups and downs, ups and downs. I tell myself, if you're gonna cry, cry and move, and but I know that we're going to get better. I know that and I know that I'm going to shock the hell out of Leslie. I'm going to see damn good. You watch and see. I told her, I said, I'm gonna pop up on you one day and be skipping down to the warehouse, follow the yellow brick road. She gonna be like, who is that lady? I said, you see somebody skipping, don't call 911. That'd be me. That'd be me. That's Jean.
You
That's
said
Jean.
skipping the other day, and I'm like, it has been so long since I ever heard that word.
Skippy. I
Skipping.
know.
You said
Skip to the
skipping?
loo.
That brought
Yes.
so many fond memories. I'm like, man, I hadn't heard of skipping in forever.
I know. I'm gonna skip to the loo, my darling. I'm gonna skip to the loo, and that's what I told her. I said, "You watch and see. I'm gonna shock you. I'm gonna shock you." And just like she said, you don't know what your eyes bring to the table.
Absolutely.
The cataract can go away, and then I wake up the next day like, "Oh my God!" I'm seeing lions and tigers and bears. Oh my, what I'm saying? We don't know, but I do know that I'm getting better, and I do know that I will see clear and see clear again. And I do know that I will be driving my car again. I do know this.
Absolutely. I am in agreement with you. I believe and I know those things too. And I'm just here to go through this journey to make the progress I need to make. Thank you for your words of encouragement and the best to you and everybody that's on the live. And Leslie, I wanted to say one other thing. Like I say, I've always walked. I get my dogs and we go walking, and I go by myself. And today is the first time I've had in the past, there's been a little light sensitivity. But this morning we had overcast and the sun started peeping out while I was walking. And that little light was blinding. So I'm wondering if that means anything.
And yeah, it means something without a doubt.
You say that's
And
getting more light into the retina?
you're getting a lot more light into the retina. So, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. Your eyes have to readjust. They have to adjust to being able to see differently. They
Right.
they adjusted down, now they got to adjust back up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you just gotta work with the ebb and flow. I'm telling you, I I don't know if you heard that I had this situation with my left eye where like I on the whole side, it was like a what do you call it? Kind of like a curtain, but going slanted across my whole visual field. And it was dark, like, not
Mm-hmm.
black, but
Mm-hmm.
really, really dark gray. And I noticed it when I was coming back from Florida. And the next day it got worse. And I was like, what is this craziness going on? And I immediately started treating it with 4-9, 40-60.
Mm-hmm.
And today I can't see it at all. I can't
Uh-huh.
see that at all. And I'm looking at the screen and I can see my face and I can see the eye behind me. And I can see that there's a panel over here on the left and there's a panel over here on the right. Um, and I can see there is writing. I cannot read it. I can see that there's writing.
Right.
Um, and now the screen just switched to black, and I saw your name in the middle. Like, so it's coming back in just 2 weeks. But if I would have if I would have backed away from using the eye drops because of the moment, then I wouldn't be here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure if I had gone to an ophthalmologist, they'd have been like, so we got to do laser, we need to do this
Oh
injection,
yeah.
we need to do, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you're on the bad side of the yellow brick road where the Wicked Witch lives and all the
Mhm.
monkeys. You're
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
in the wrong place. So I want you to know that all of what's happening in your eyes is natural to your eyes. How we're going to manage it is the thing that we have to figure out.
Okay.
Like that's the figure out. It's not, is there anything happening that shouldn't be happening? This is just your eyes operating and, dealing with whatever circumstances are coming up. And the more information I get, the easier it's going to be for me to say, all right, I think I know what's going on. At this moment, I don't know what's going on. But what I would suggest, what my initial thought is, you've got a lot of buildup of debris in the eye system, and the trash cans that are available are overfilling. And
Okay.
we just have to keep going so we can keep the 46 is going to keep those trash cans getting emptied and pushing that forward. And
Okay.
that's what's gonna, once that gets emptied and the debris is gone, because our eyes have their own debris system, they have their own waste system. And then when that waste system isn't operating properly, the lymph picks up the lymph system. And if
Mm-hmm.
both those systems are clogged up, then the only place for the debris to go is out.
Right. And while I'm doing this, I've also started Yorix. I'm doing an all body cleanse. So I'm trying to help
So, and
everything
that could
open
that
up.
could be part of why you're having this experience, is
Okay.
because you're using those herbs to cleanse, and that's pushing the debris at a faster pace.
Okay. Anyway, so I just thought I'd mention that. And I tell you, with the herbs in the morning and then the herbs at night, I'm afraid to go walking.
I
This morning I said, "Oh no, oh no, oh no." And I walked.
got to get back to the house now.
Yes, yes. And
But you know what? Ultimately, so it depends on what are you eating throughout the day that's
well,
making those herbs push so hard, and you're having to go eliminate.
I'm eating cantaloupe. I'm not juicing as much. So he told me as long as I'm eating fruit and nothing but fruit, that it should be good. But that cantaloupe is straight coming out. You hear me? So I'm doing
Girl,
fruit
let
and
me
I'm
tell you,
making smoothies. Say what now?
I haven't even started my cleanse, the herbal cleanse. I haven't even started that yet. But I'm eating cantaloupe, 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 cantaloupe. And I got to tell you, this morning I had one and a half cantaloupes. My granddaughter had the other half. And about 40 minutes later, Lily was like, are you ready to go to the office? I'm like, I'm gonna need a few.
Well, once you start with the herbs, it's coming.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
for sure. Oh
And I
yeah.
and I, I'm good with that. I'm good
And
with
it
that.
doesn't
But
come at one time.
right.
Oh no, it should. It
No.
should. I
Mm,
mean, you may have several throughout the day, but when it dumps, it dumps
okay.
a lot.
Now
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
maybe it's cleaning my colon and everything extra. I don't
Yeah.
know. But
Yeah,
it's
think about it. You got years of buildup. So
right,
yeah.
absolutely. But I do well anyway, I won't go back in that. But it's not I've done many, but anyway.
This actually makes a little more sense to me now that I know that you're on the herbal cleanse with uric,
Oh yeah.
because that though the herbs that he chooses and the efficacy and their ability to affect the body are, they're spot on. So I think that that's, and thank you for letting me know because I'm sure that's going to happen to me too, is
Woo.
my eyesight's going to have a like backward effect to go forward. So your forward effect should be dramatic.
Well, I'm praying that everything is. And I'm not going to take up any more of your time. I know other people are there waiting, anxious for me to shut up. So,
Ain't nobody anxious for you to shut up.
but it's been an experience with the herbs, and this is my third week. So he told me I probably need to go 2 months. So I'm aiming to go 2 months with just fruit and
Excellent.
see what happens. Yep, 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 yep. It's a journey. It's a journey.
I applaud you.
And
So
I'm
stick with the 40/60. Don't,
okay.
okay? Stick with it. Flush it, spread it out during the day. Just don't do that,
Okay.
too
And what
many
about
hours.
the C clear with DMSO? Should I be doing that?
Anytime you want.
Okay. All right. 40, 60, just 4 times.
Yes.
I don't need to do 5 or 6.
No, you're
Okay.
good. Four times will be more than enough. And do
All
the
right.
see clear and the revitalize, and let's see what happens. Because I would imagine in 4 days you should probably have some level of change, and I want to know what that is.
Okay. Well, I missed yesterday with the 40, 60. So,
Okay.
and Sunday, I think. I can't remember now.
Well,
But anyway,
you can't catch up, so just stick with the 4 times a day.
okay. Okay. I'll do that. And I did I miss you yesterday or not? Last night or not? Because I couldn't find
No, yeah, I didn't go live on TikTok last night
you.
because
Okay.
I left my phone and my gimbal at the office, and I was trying to set it up so I could go live on my laptop, and the technology would not work for me.
I don't know if other people that listen to you are as anxious as I am, but when I miss you and can't get up with you, it's like I'm losing my lifeline. Where is she?
I'm here. I'm here. I'm out here in these streets trying to make it all work.
And I say, well, I'm not going to buy the cocoa because she's going to tell me it's something, that happened. And it's just life. We all doing life.
We're all doing life, and some days the technology is beautiful, and other days what is this? Like, it ain't gonna work to save your life.
All right, I'll do what you told me to do. And thank you so much for your time. And I'll
No.
be here listening.
Yay!
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Michael, you can unmute yourself.
Hi.
How are you
How are you
doing?
doing? Good. I haven't received the products that you recommended to me last week, so I haven't started using them. But I wanted to go over the protocol and ask a couple of questions.
Sure.
Um, so I'm supposed to use the revitalize and 40/60, I think 4 times a day for 30 days. By the way, to remind you, I have wet AMD in both
Yes.
eyes, and
Yes.
I'm hoping both to stop needing eye injections and to regenerate cones in my fovea and maculas so that I can see better.
100%. 100%. Coco,
I'm
Co
here.
can you do me a favor and find Michael's order and mark it urgent?
I thought it had been shipped, but maybe it hasn't. It's
Uh,
definitely urgent because I'm all out of Revitalize, and I've only got right now quite a bit of 30/70.
okay.
So you think it hasn't been shipped yet?
I don't know. So I gotta look. Yeah, I don't know until I actually see the order. So I'm gonna
Oh,
let Coco check it out for me. Okay.
Good. Well, I appreciate that. I'd love to know when it's coming so I can get ready and do it
Well,
perfectly.
if it hasn't shipped, it's going to ship tomorrow, and I'll ship it 2 days. So make sure you get it in 2 days.
Terrific. Thank you for that.
No
Um,
problem.
and it's not just the 4060 or 48, 4080, right?
No, 4060.
4060, but there's another product that,
The four and I. Four and I.
yes, for an eye. And
Yeah.
could you tell me again? I'm supposed to like put first a drop of Revitalize, right? In
Yeah.
and then almost immediately I put the 4060.
Okay, so no, you're gonna do it like this. All right, I'm looking at your order and it has not shipped. I will make sure it gets shipped tomorrow.
I
And
appreciate that.
I'm gonna mark it urgent.
Thank
It's
you.
been marked urgent, but I'm gonna mark it urgent and see that that goes out tomorrow. It's on my list and I will be in the office first thing in the morning, so I will make sure it goes.
Well, I'm very
Leslie, that
grateful.
was me. That was me. I just marked it urgent.
Okay, thank you.
No worries.
Thank you. Appreciate that. So you're going to do the order is revitalize for an eye 4060,
Yes.
and then like 15 minutes later, see clear with DMSO.
Oh, that's yet a fourth product.
Yes.
I don't think I ordered that, so I probably have to give you another order.
No, I'm gonna send it to you. I'm just gonna put it in your box and ship it to you.
Okay. Well, I appreciate. So what is the protocol exactly? I start with the revitalize.
Revitalize
Yep.
for an eye
It's one
46,
drop revitalize,
one drop of each.
and
So a dose is always one drop.
yeah. Okay. One drop revitalize, and then next thing is for an eye.
Yep, one drop,
Okay, and then one drop,
4060,
and then finally,
see clear with DMSO.
and how many times a day do I do that?
You're going to start with 4 times a day.
Okay, and that's for like 30 days or longer.
Because you're dealing with wet AMD, you're going to do this for 60 days, 4 times a day for 60 days.
60 days. Okay.
Yeah.
And can they be done like can you do it like put the four drops and then 15 minutes later do it again, or you try to wait
So
several hours,
you can do twice in an hour.
two times in an hour?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I think those are the main questions, but I have another issue which I don't know whether you can help me with. I'm somewhat cross-eyed, which is a result of my having the AMD. I think I wasn't cross-eyed before, so I see things double, and I have prisms in my glasses.
Okay.
Do you have any way of addressing that problem?
So usually, cross-eyed is a convergence issue. It's where your eyes don't match up with one another so that they can turn the picture. Because if you look out of one eye and then look out the other eye, the thing you're looking at is going to change positions. It's going to be a little more left or a little more right as you go eye to eye. Convergence means these two individual pictures are going to hit a point where they're going to be exactly the same. It's going to, and your brain's going to marry up those two pictures.
Right, right.
What's happening is one eye is stronger than the other, and it's going here, and the other eye is going here.
Yes, I quite agree. There may
Okay.
be some muscles involved in the problem as well, but it doesn't matter.
No,
It is a problem.
100%. 100%. So here's the thing that you can do. One is you're going to mask the stronger eye. So you're going to cover that eye and you're going to let the weaker eye do the work. Because the way your eyes get stronger is actually looking at the world around them. So you're going to give that weak eye time to live by itself and do all the work looking around, moving around, and mask the stronger eye. Then you're going to sun gaze. So adding 5 minutes of sun gazing every day, that is going to make a difference also.
Uh-huh. The sun gazing that I do right now is with my eyes closed, looking at the sun, which I've
And
learned from Mayor Schneider. Is that a
yes,
good way to do it?
it is an okay way to do it, but the better way to do it is actually staring at the sun. But you want to get early, early morning. So before 9 a.m., you want to get out and do only need 5 minutes.
Okay.
And you want to mask the stronger eye. So you want to do 3 minutes of the weaker eye sun gazing at the sun. And then you're going to have both eyes sun gaze at the sun.
Okay. I'm writing this down as best I can.
No problem. No problem. And lastly, you're going to exercise the eye, the
Okay.
weaker eye. And on YouTube, there are exercises, eye exercises. It's called eye gymnastics.
Okay.
And you want to do those exercise again. Strong eye masked, weak eye is going to do the exercise.
Okay.
The whole video, I
Interesting.
think, is like 8 minutes.
Uh-huh.
If you could do that once a day, if you could do it twice a day, that'd be great. But if you could do it at least once a day, that will help your eyes reach convergence.
Well, I will check that out. I didn't know about it.
No problem. Do you have double vision if you're looking far off into the distance?
Yes, to drive, as I still do, I have to use prisms in my glasses so that I
Right.
can see things without total incoherence.
Right, exactly. Exactly. And I understand the prism glasses. You don't wear them all the time, do you?
Well, they're my distant glasses, so I do wear them much of the time.
Okay. I want you to try and well, you're going to do the exercises, the sun gazing, everything one eye at a time. But I also want you to spend a at least, 2 consistent hours without the prism glasses on. Obviously not driving or, doing anything significant.
I think I do that every day anyway, but
Okay,
it's hard
good.
to tell for sure. But I'll make a point of it now.
Okay, excellent.
Brilliant.
Excellent.
And I have one other thing I wanted to ask. When I put even the two drops that I'm using now, the Revitalize and the 30/70 blend, there's a lot of fluid that doesn't stay inside the eyelids. And I kind of rub it in all over my eyelids. I assume that's a good idea, but I wanted to
That is
check.
perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. That's good.
That's what you're supposed to do, because that
Yeah,
way it continues to soak in and help the
exactly.
tissues
Exactly.
heal.
And it's really good for the skin around your eyes and
Yeah, yeah.
there's
My eyes are much less inflamed than they used to be, though they're still a little weird. I'm using, as I mentioned the other day, two Ayurvedic drops that I don't know what either of them are. One of them is a black drop, which looks like this in the bottle. Not that you can tell what it is, but it's very
okay.
sweet and very thick, and it's very stinging when I put it in my eye.
Is
And
it Jimarito honey?
say that again.
Is it Jimarito honey?
No, Jimarito honey would not be Ayurvedic.
This comes from
Um,
India, and I have they don't tell you what it is, and
Okay.
the other one which I use, that's once a day, and then twice a day I have this stuff which again is just an anonymous oil, but it's something very specific, which I put in my eye. It's somewhat irritating, but I've been doing it now for a couple of years, and I hope it's not hurting, but I assume I can continue doing that along with what you're recommending.
well, I'm going to ask you to not use those for 60 days. So for the first 60 days that you're using the 4 and I and the 40/60 at the intensity that you're going to be using them, I'd rather you not use anything that we can't identify.
Okay, I'll do it. So I'll stop the Ayurvedic. I'm trying to go back to India. I'm waiting for some money to come. And as soon as the money comes, I will go back to India and get more treatments there. But it'll probably be at least 60 days before I get there. So this should work out. And
No,
we
that's
will be
perfect.
launched on your program by then.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely perfect. And, and then when you go and have those treatments, you'll be going with eyes that are stronger and better prepared for those treatments. So that in 60 days, your AMD won't be wet anymore. Like you won't have anything leaking or anything like that. You won't need any more injections. And the whole of the eye will be, restoring and repairing itself.
Excellent. Well, I can't wait. This is the mission.
It's
And
yeah,
I'm so grateful for your help and so glad that you're there.
I'm doing what I can do all day, every day.
Well, thank you so much. And I'll look forward to getting that package. And I may call again soon just to go over it all and
No,
confirm.
yeah, and the day that you get it, come because I'm on Thursday, so today's
Wednesday.
Tuesday. Yeah, tomorrow. Golly, the week's almost over. Tomorrow's Wednesday. So you won't get it on Thursday, but you could come on TikTok. I'm on TikTok on Friday, or you can, just email me or call me direct or come back on Tuesday. Either way, but I'd like to know you've got it and understand how you're using all the drops and, your experience of it so that we can tweak whatever might be happening.
Excellent. Well, it'll probably be Tuesday, but if I get the material sooner, how do I reach you on TikTok? Is it called Bearcat
Bear,
or
Bearcat Body.
Bearcat Body on TikTok? I'll see if I can find it. I don't have an account at TikTok yet, but maybe I need one.
Well, I'm here 3 days a week and I'm there 2 days a week. And or no, how no, I'm here 3 days a week and they're 3 days a week. I double
Right.
up on Wednesdays. I'm on 6 to 8 on YouTube and Zoom. And then I'm on TikTok from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m.
So this is a YouTube channel as well as Zoom.
Correct.
Good. Well, anyway, I'm glad to know how to find you here, and if I get the stuff on Friday and I have an opportunity, I will look for you on TikTok.
Excellent. Excellent.
Thank you so much.
Right.
We
I
will talk
appreciate you.
more soon, and
Absolutely.
my eyes are going to be fixed in no time.
In no time at all. Definitely before you go to India. So when you look around, you're going to be like, ha, I see it all.
That would be so wonderful. Thank you.
All right, you're more than welcome. Coco, do we have any questions on the YouTube chat?
Um, Give me a second. Let me take a look. And I did add the C clear with DMSO to Michael's order.
Thank you.
You're welcome. While I look at the YouTube chat, I see we have Annette Webb that came in.
Yes.
I didn't know if she had any questions.
Yeah,
Annette,
hi. Can you hear
I'm
me?
going
hi.
to sign off. Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you.
All
Bye
right.
for
Thanks,
now.
Michael. Bye.
All
Okay,
right.
Annette.
Hi. Do you have my audio?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm checking in about my dad using DMSO for dry macular degeneration. Um, we read about it on, Midwestern Doctor and a few other places. And so I think in January, I got him, like, I thought, well, we don't know what we're doing, but let's just try something that doesn't seem too risky. And he was using like the 100% gel on his eyelids or just the one eyelid of his eye that's worse.
Right.
And he got a lot of like redness and irritated skin, flaky skin. So he cut down the frequency. But since January, he hasn't really noticed anything. And I'm thinking, like, well, it might not be the most effective. He has had cataract surgery, so I'm leery about, I've read that you shouldn't put DMSO directly in the eye if you've had cataract surgery.
It doesn't matter whatsoever because the IOL, the intraocular lens, the replacement lens, is made from a type of silicone that does not interact with DMSO or castor oil.
Even if his lens was, I mean, it's probably more than 20 years old.
I have customers that have had their, replacement lenses for 20 plus years and have not had an issue using the products.
Awesome. Okay. So do you sell a product like we would rather not, figure out the 3% solution or whatever.
I actually do, but 3% doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Um, and for dry macular degeneration, I'd recommend the 4060 and
Okay.
the C Clear with DMSO along with the Revitalize. So I would start him on that regimen, and I'd start him on that regimen 4 times a day.
Okay. Um, so
Do you
what
mind
was,
if I ask how old's your dad?
yeah, he is 96.
96.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I'm also going to include um a product. It's called Quintone Saline Solution.
Okay.
Um, that saline solution will help prep his eyes because as we age, our eyes get drier. We want to actually add moisture back to the eye system as much as possible and in a way that is more benign so that he doesn't deal with any really stinging or burning or anything like that
Good.
um, early on. And then he'll get used to the 40/60. His eyes will get used to it very, very quickly. Is he getting any injections in the eye?
No.
Good, good. And is he on any kind of medicated drops?
No.
Okay, excellent. Then he's a great candidate for this. And I think he's going to be surprised quickly how much better his eyesight and his overall eye health get.
Good. So it's the 4060 DMSO eye drop,
Yeah.
and then
Yes.
Revitalize is a separate eye drop.
Right. Revitalize comes with it. So the two things you want to order is the 4060 and C Clear with DMSO.
Okay. So C Clear with I'm sorry, I haven't looked at the product. C Clear with
That's
DMSO
C Clear with DMSO. Yeah.
are there three products or just two?
Yes.
Three.
Yes. The Revitalize comes with the 4060. So when you buy the 4060, the Revitalize is a companion product. And
Got
the
it.
Quintone Saline Solution, I'm going to just throw that in for you.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much.
And if you order before midnight, you get 25% off on your order.
Oh, wow. I'll do that.
It's
And
25% off Tuesday.
yay, woo! Thank you. Um, and he has it in both eyes, but the right eye is significantly worse to the point where like he's really not seeing much out of that eye. The left
Okay.
eye has kind of stabilized, so he's still able to drive and do his normal stuff. So I think he'll probably want to just try it in the right eye first and see what happens to that eye. But
So I would recommend that he's going to use it in both eyes
okay.
because what you don't want to do is have one eye getting treated and stronger, and then that makes the other eye weaker.
Oh, okay.
So he may not want to treat it as often. On the eye that's stronger, do it twice a day instead of 4 times a day.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be hard to pin him down to do it 4 times a day, but I'll tell him, hey, we got to try this.
Well, and he can do it twice in an hour. So,
Okay.
the one of the things that I tell people all the time, because I myself am quite busy, is do it twice in an hour. Do the drops, wait 30 minutes, do it again, and then get on with your day. And
Okay.
then before bed, you do the same thing.
Okay. That would be doable for him. And are
Okay.
there any contraindications? Like he is on a fair number of medications. He takes blood thinners.
So here's the thing. He needs to not take any medication within 30 minutes of using the eye drops. So if he's
Okay.
going to take medication, take it first, wait at least a half an hour, and then do the drops. If he's done the drops, you got to wait 30 minutes before you take the medication.
Okay. All right, that shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, and like, what should he expect? You said that so do you put the saline solution in first, saline drop?
Yeah, he's gonna use them in a regimented way, and you'll get an email of how to use the drops. But the first thing you want to do is use the Quintone saline solution and the Revitalize. You're going to do that for 3 days, just those two. That's
Okay,
going to hydrate and moisturize the eyes.
okay.
And then on day 4, you're always going to start with the Revitalize. That's the
Mm-hmm.
first drop, then the 40/60, and then a few minutes later, the C Clear with DMSO.
Okay. Okay. In the 40/60, is that also DMSO?
Yes, that is 40% DMSO, 60% castor oil.
Okay, gotcha. All right. And then does he need to like do anything to clean his eyelids before using it or?
Just cleanse the face with water and then, dry it off with a towel. That's it.
Okay,
You I'm sure your 96-year-old father's not wearing makeup.
that's right.
Okay. So the only thing that you would need to cleanse with is like if he uses sunscreen, you would want
Hmm.
to clean that off of the skin first.
Okay. And then is the eye drop, is it like a typical eye drop container or is it like a long, because he's going to have trouble getting like a long thing near his eye, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so this is the 40/60,
Okay.
and the dropper is for a 1 ounce bottle. So this is the dropper. Hang on, let me
Okay.
see.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Is it
Yeah.
showing?
It's kind of disappearing and coming, but I got to see it. Yeah.
Hang on. Let me see if I can.
Yeah. I see it. So
Okay, come back, come back. Okay, yeah, there we go.
thank
And
you.
that's what the liquid, the 40/60 liquid looks like. It's that, you know, um, kind of golden
Mm-hmm.
color.
Oh,
And it's see-through, so you'll be able to see through it.
okay.
The Revitalize is completely clear. I have Revitalize here. This comes in a 1 ounce jar.
Okay.
It's completely clear.
Okay. Gotcha.
And the C Clear with DMSO, I don't have one here, but it's orangey colored because
Mm-hmm.
it's got lutein and zeaxanthin in it, which is, very beneficial. So it's kind of like a multivitamin for the eye.
Okay. And so could he do something like pull down his lower lid and put the drop in there?
Yeah, that's exactly how I recommend doing it. And
Okay.
there are people, like I have one customer who does it on the side, like she tilts her
Oh,
head
yeah.
on the side of the eye. I can't do that just because my eyes don't open quite as much, and
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that one. Um, but pulling the lid down because you don't want to drop it. I just had a customer tell me his goal was to get rid of the cataract buildup, so he wanted to drop it directly on the eyeball, and I'm like, yeah. And he's
Mm.
like, it really stung. I'm like, because that ain't where you're supposed to put it. Like
Yeah.
you need, you need to put it in that little pocket in the eyelid,
Okay.
without a doubt. So, and it gets everywhere because of the DMSO. So trying to be targeted like that makes no difference at all.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. And so would he could he maybe like look in a mirror and kind of do it? You
Sure,
think? Yeah, okay.
sure.
Because he's gonna kind of push back a little bit about how hard that long, you know, applicator is from the
Yeah,
bottom.
in this bottle, and because I don't really think I have. Let's see. Tell you, I have friends. I tell them all the time. I'm on. See if I have one. I don't know if I have one. I think all I have is 1 ounce. We do have 2 ounce droppers. I don't typically use them. because they are so long, and it makes
Mm-hmm.
aiming for the eye so difficult.
Yeah.
So I really go out of my way to do, yeah, I don't have any, to use the 1 ounce droppers because they really do fit easily.
Mm-hmm.
And it's easy to aim.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think he can
So,
get it. It's just an adjustment. He was a
yeah.
veterinarian, so he'll figure
Oh,
it out.
so yeah, no, you understand the dropper syndrome. You know how to do
Yeah.
that. Yeah. And the quintone saline solution will be the easiest thing. That and the revitalize will be the easiest thing for him to practice with. And he'll have
Mhm.
3 days of practicing with those two before moving on to, the DMSO and castor oil drops.
Okay. Very good. And then in terms of like how soon someone like him would see any difference, what do you
He'll
typically
start
say?
seeing differences immediately, like day 2 or 3, because I imagine that his eyes are quite dry, even if he doesn't identify with how dry they are.
Mhm.
And getting moisture back into the eye system will be a huge benefit, and that will tell you what's going on with the eye as far as, damage and what needs to be repaired and fixed and all of that.
Mhm.
But first, getting it moisturized is the first, step. And that
Okay.
step is usually a very big step for most people. Just
Okay.
getting hydration, they're like, wow, I didn't know my eyes were so dry.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That makes sense too. All right. Well, I think that's most all my questions. I'm sure I'll end up having more.
I'm
Um,
here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. So you can come back anytime. I'm on TikTok from 9 to 11, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you're on TikTok in my bio or on the website, you'll find my phone number, email address, and all of that information.
okay. Excellent. I'm going to call my dad now and I'm just going to make sure he's willing to do this 4 times a day. And I'll tell him I got the bargain price today. So,
100%.
yeah.
Today's the day you got to decide, or wait till next Tuesday.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Leslie, thank you so very much. I really, really appreciate it.
No, no problem at all. It's nice to talk to you.
All right. You too. Bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, I thought I heard somebody else come in, but I guess not.
So we do have Dana Whitlow 4984 on the YouTube chat. She stated, I am waiting for my order placed on April 5th, 2026. I am using castor oil on my eyelids overnight every night. Will that help for the dry eye? My last eye exam revealed that I have mild cataracts. Goodness, I couldn't get that out. Cool.
So your order is going to be shipping tomorrow. We have everything in place to get push these orders out. Um,
I did
the
put it on the
cast
escalation list as well.
okay, great, thank you.
You're welcome.
The castor oil on the eyelid is not going to do anything for dry eye. Castor oil really isn't the catalyst for dry eye. It's not the thing that's going to add moisture back into the eye system. Excuse me. However, the revitalize that comes with it will, you know, add moisture, hydration back into the eye system, and that is going to uh, be assisted by the castor oil and DMSO. And the DMSO is going to take, all of the beautifulness of the revitalize and deposit it deeper into the eye. So your dry eye will be, very short life. It'll go away quickly within days of using the Revitalize and the 3070. And as Coco said, your order's been escalated, although all the orders, from like the 5th to the 20th are getting pushed tomorrow.
Excellent. So we have
So
Joseph Scott 1022 on YouTube chat. Stated, hi Leslie, my last IOP was 12 and 18. down from 20 in the right eye.
Okay. 12 is fabulous. That's wonderful. 18 is on the high side of normal. And if 20 is the highest it's been, getting to 18 is good. You want to get it down even further. I would recommend a 30-70 blend. 30-70, it's 30% DMSO, 70% castor oil. And I recommend you start that 4 times a day for 30 days and then drop, 3 times a day for 30 days, 2 times a day for 30 days. But every 30 days, I'd want you to get your pressure checked. So if the pressure consistently it goes down and stays consistently low, then that's really beneficial. For overall eye health, I also recommend the C Clear with DMSO that has lutein and zeaxanthin then. So whatever it can do to promote health in the eye, that's really what you want.
Okay, I believe this is Joseph from TikTok. Um, I'm not sure because I know you normally have him on um, a slightly different regimen. If I'm wrong, Joseph, please let me know.
Yeah, I do. Because that what I just said was like a standardized regimen.
Right. Because I believe the Joseph from TikTok is like on a 40-60 blend or something to that
Right,
effect. Yeah. So
right.
yeah, Joseph, let us know. But those are
And
all
I
the
should have
questions we
asked,
have right
are you on any prescription meds that got your pressure to 12 and 18?
now. Hopefully he'll come up. Joseph, if you can press the link, come on up and chat with us on the Zoom. We have no
Come
other
on
questions.
up.
Right. Come on up. Come on up. I don't
I
see
still can't figure
anyone
out.
on the Zoom chat or anybody waiting to ask the question. So we're clear right now.
Yeah, no, we are clear right now. This is good. So, um, I'm also tomorrow,
Mm.
because we got all of the products, made today. We got everything backstocked. We're ready to rock and roll. Um, but tomorrow I'm gonna be bottling and sending out the oxygen water eye drops. So they are basically C Clear with DMSO with oxygen water. And I think I have 30 testers.
Is it to be refrigerated?
Yeah, it'll need to be refrigerated. Is that problematic? So I should say it'll have the same standard as all of the other water-based drops.
Yes.
It has to be, below 80 degrees in temperature.
Good. Now, since you don't have anyone else, may I come in again?
Of course.
When I first started this, there was the vitreous fluid like in my right eye.
Yes.
And yesterday, I started seeing it in my left eye.
You started seeing what?
Like the fluid with the map, the thing that had the floaters in it
Yes.
was it on my right eye. Well, it's gone. I don't see that anymore in the right eye, but I see it in my left eye now.
And how long have you seen it?
Just since yesterday.
Okay. Okay. And does it concern you?
Yeah, because it hadn't been there before. It's like it switched sides, but it had gone away in the right eye. And it just
Right.
started showing up again yesterday morning in the left eye.
And given that right now your eyes are having a few challenges and you're doing the detox, I'm just going to say let it ride for the next 3 days are the days where you're just going to pay attention to what's happening in your eyes.
Okay, now another thing. I just heard I think maybe 4 days ago. I don't remember when it was. This lady was talking to you on TikTok and she mentioned she found out how to do the drops the right way and it was not burning her anymore. I want you to know that myself and whomever I get to put my drops in have always put it on my eyeball. All of them.
Yeah, I know you don't want to put it, you want to drop it on your eye. You want to create, like, pull your eyelid forward, create a little pocket, drop it in that pocket.
And I'm just saying, I didn't know that until then because, I lean back and they just drop it on my eyeball. So that wouldn't have done anything, would it?
No, no, it's not going to cause any harm other than because it's dropping on your eyeball and your eyes open and you've got airflow, is drying up the eye. So you don't have any fluid directly on the spot you're trying to drop it.
Okay.
And you need fluid.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else? And from time to time when I use the drops, I get the feel that there is a graininess somewhere, and it usually gets on my right eyelid on the corner on the outside, and it's like one little grain of something, and it just
Do
hurts
you
and hurts and hurts.
do
So I
you
try to move my lid around to make it move somewhere else.
do you use the revitalize when you have that moment?
No, it would be right after I've done the revitalize and whatever else. I just did the 40/60 and it started again as if there's a grain of sand. I know it's not sand because it's not that big, but it's some little particle. But anything that's breaking loose, I wouldn't feel it under my eyelid, would I?
It depends.
Okay, okay.
It depends. But here's the deal. You should be like do 2 drops of revitalize, really roll the eye around and try and dislodge that. Because it,
Yeah,
it could be something that's actually connected to the back of the eyelid. So it's stationary, like a sty.
stationary.
Well, like a sty would be stuck to the eye, to the back of the eyelid. You
Well,
feel
no,
it,
no, it's like a grain. It moves. I can move it around.
but it doesn't come out of the eye.
I try to lean certain ways with the liquid to try to move it out, and it eventually subside or come out. I don't know, but I'm just saying it happens after I do the drops a lot.
So, and the thing I'm wondering, ooh, I'm
When you
wondering,
just have like an eyelash or something like that in your eye,
yeah,
it kind of feels like that.
but I'm wondering if that's if it's actual debris, like there's you're just getting
And
debris
that's what I'm
consistent.
thinking. Could that be?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm through. Have a good
Yeah,
one.
that could be.
Thank you.
But
Thank you. Thank you.
use the revitalize, like, use it in the eye and actually, go the other way. When you tilt your head back, pull your eyelid up and drop it up under the top of your eyelid.
Okay. All right.
Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Keep playing with it.
All right. Thanks.
You're welcome. Jana, you can unmute yourself.
I just did. I was trying to get my camera. There it is. Okay.
You're all good.
Um, hi everybody. Uh I what was that about? I've been dropping it on my eyeball. I've been tilting my head back and just dropping it in. So tell me again what that's about. I never heard that.
Well, it can actually cause the eyeball to have like a little shock moment where it's, stings or burns even
Well,
more.
yeah,
But
it does.
if you drop it in the little pocket of your eyelid, you
Oh,
don't have
so
that
so
same
actually
sensation.
pull my eye down and
Yeah,
drop
pull
it
the
in.
eye down and drop it in the eyelid.
Well, that would be helpful to have that instruction somewhere or another, Leslie, because
Well, I'm telling you, I
well,
mean,
you are, but it's been a month now. I've been dropping it on my eyeball.
okay, well, yeah, eyelid pocket. I will make a TikTok and make that,
And I'm not even on TikTok. I don't do that. So I don't know
well,
if and I know it's a lot. You guys are, really busy, but if there were just some kind of even on the website, a little
yeah,
instruction thing.
I can I'll do a video to make it kind of obvious. Like this is the best way. It's the least intrusive way
Yeah,
to
because
use the drop.
sometimes, like my eyes get kind of not stinging, but they feel irritated a little bit. And
Yeah,
I've been doing the protocol of revitalize, DMSO 3070, and then I come back in and I do the C clear. And I do that 4 times a day. And
yeah.
I just noticed that maybe it's because I've been dropping it on my eyeball.
Well, and I mean, because your eyeballs are drier at different points in the day.
Well, they are. I can tell by just how my vision is at certain times of the day. It's like really clear, and sometimes it's just like a little, you know, sketchy. So,
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. And you really have to pay attention to like what's going on in my eyes at this time, and
yeah,
is it the right time to do this drop, or should I
exactly.
like do the I'm sorry, I'm looking for something and I'm trying to see.
That's okay.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. Um, if you need to do a couple of drops of Revitalize first, because the eye's kind of dry right now.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
do, yeah. And maybe take it out of the protocol and just do revitalize at other times when my eyes feel a little
Yes.
scratchy. I got you. Okay, I've been
Yes.
trying to group them all together, Um, so I'll start just doing the revital because like even right now my eyes are well when I don't wear my glasses for long periods of time they feel strained.
Yes.
My eyes start to feel strained and they feel that way
Yeah.
right now.
And that's when you need to drop a couple of drops of Revitalize. Close your eyes for just a couple of minutes.
Okay,
Like
and not on the
give it a
eyeball. Right. Maybe that's why it continues to sting because I've been doing it right on the eyeball.
Yeah, and when you open your eye and you're going
Uh-huh.
to drop in the eyeball, and what most of us do is either you pull up or you pull down, you drop on the eyeball, the air is drawing out the eyeball.
Okay, so just pull down and drop it in the bottom there.
Yeah, drop it in that little cup of the eyelid and then
Okay.
let it do its job at that
That
level.
sounds great. I will do that.
And let me know how it works.
I will do it.
I took your box to UPS today and shipped it. It's on its way to you.
Oh, great. Yeah, I've got a couple boxes coming, one with the skin stuff and then the other with your gift of the 4060. So
I packed it all in one big box.
you did. Wow. Well, I that revitalizes really helps. As soon as I have an itch on those areas, on those little spots, I put it there and it's clearing for the
Gone, gone,
first time,
gone.
clearing it up.
Yes, no, and yeah, the hyaluronic acid and the vegetable glycerin in that product it does wonders.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to getting that box then. Yay. Thank you.
You're more than welcome, more than welcome, more than welcome.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's about all I have.
That's all good stuff. Yeah, you need to get some Revitalize in your eyes because I can tell that in your right eye especially, it just looks like it's tired, worn out, and ready to go
Well, the
close.
right eye is the weak one, so it's the one that I usually keep clear from with the patch, and I haven't done the patch in a couple days.
Right.
And so yeah, thanks for noticing that. And is it pronounced Altamise? Is that how you pronounce your name? Yeah. Is it
Altamise.
not you, Leslie,
I
but
know. Yeah, it is Altamise.
I just really enjoy your shares. So and your questions. I just wanted to let her know that.
Okay.
Okay.
She's there. She's there in the background somewhere.
I figured so. Okay. All
She's
right.
probably right now trying to figure out how to do that cup thing. She's like,
Yeah, she's probably dropping it in the little area in her eye right now.
yeah, and I mean that's the wettest part of the eye too. So it's
Well,
not. It
that
does.
makes
It takes.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know the nurses when they would put eye drops in my dad's eyes in the nursing home, they'd always put it right on the in the side pocket.
Yes.
And
Yes.
yeah, but that didn't feel as effective as the eyeball, but I like what you're
It's
asking.
not. Yeah, it's not because it depending on where the head is, it can just fall right out, and you get very little
Exactly.
benefit from that.
Exactly. So, okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Keep a lookout for that box. It's coming. It's coming.
I will. I'll probably get a notice from the shipper.
Well, I gotta update the uh what is it?
You
The
seem a little tired.
tracking.
You seem a little tired today, Leslie.
I imagine. I can't
Yeah.
even imagine. Yeah, I
Yeah.
gotta update the tracking number on the website so it can
Okay.
send you updates.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I am tired. This morning I was up early as I am most days I'm up early. But I was
Well, it
up
sounds
early.
like, yeah, it sounds like you shipped a lot, got a lot
Yeah.
ready too.
Well, yeah, we did a lot of product, creating a lot of product. I'm trying to clear the deck because the new products I want to get all the recipes solid. So I'm working on those tomorrow, making those tomorrow. And um the one that has to get gone is the one with the oxygen water.
Yeah.
Um, so today I was working on, nailing down the recipe itself and discussing my recipe with the AIs,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
with Claude and ChatGPT. Um, and the two of them pissed me off because I'm like, you're telling me one thing and Claude's telling me something else. You both can't be right. I need you to figure out what the answer actually is and stop messing with me.
Yeah.
And then both of them came back and said, we understand you're an exacting woman and you want exact information, and that's what we're going to do from now on. Thank you.
Oh, excellent. I'm glad they were responsive.
Yes.
You are
So,
exact.
yes, I want tell me exactly. Don't give me that, it could be that is not an answer to me. So, but anyway, I want to get those done. I want to get the oxygen water drops completed and out the door tomorrow. And then I'm also, Coco, pay attention, getting the mouthwash completed, and getting that, taking pictures and putting that up on the website, and making some changes to labels and things like that because I have a new 222 product that's coming out with peptides in it. It's going to be 222 to the second power. And I'm also going to be adding peptides to the body butter. So all of that's got to get tested through.
Ooh, I can't wait well, I have to go through what I've gotten coming first and then I'll get
Yes,
the new product.
you'll get new stuff. It'll be good.
Okay.
So yeah,
Wow.
there's a lot going on, and in my own head, I'm like, are you sure you remember all this what you're
Mm-mm-mm.
doing? But luckily, when I get solid on a recipe, I, notate it, and I have a recipe book, so I make it part of the recipe book and detail everything. Um, so that, I can get back to it. I don't have to fish around for information once I get it solid.
Can't wait, can't wait.
I know tomorrow's going to be a heck of a day, a heck of a day, because there's going to be a bunch of orders that go out. Um,
Woo, woo.
tomorrow. Yeah, no, I think we're going to wind up like 110 orders. We're
That's
going to
what's up. That's
try.
awesome.
Yes, so it is. Yeah, and I made my I ordered my boxes on Uline today, so they'll get delivered tomorrow.
Okay. You've
One of
been
the
a
things you gotta
busy
love
bee,
about
busy,
Uline.
busy bee.
Yeah, no, it is busy, and I want you all to realize that at 8:10, I'm gonna pass out.
Mm, I know
So
that's
20 minutes to
what
go.
for real.
Yeah, no, at 8:10, I'm going to sleep. Like
I believe it when I'm gonna ask Lily Rose.
you can ask her whatever you want to ask her. Go ahead. She'll be like, she did not, she went off the live and she didn't open her door. She's like, just don't talk to me anymore today. Tomorrow's an
Hmm.
so, and I start my days pretty early just so I can have some time to get done the things I need to get done before Sage wakes up. And today, I'm up. It's like 5:15, and you got to do all. You got to brush your teeth. You got to shower. You got to do all this stuff. I
Hmm.
get all that done. I'm body buttering my legs, and here comes this little girl. I'm like 5:46. You're already up.
Wow. Mm-mm-mm.
What are you doing? And then she comes down with her bear and her blanket, and she goes, I lay down with Mimi. I'm like, you can't lay down with Mimi. Mimi gotta go. Like Mimi's awake. Mimi's gotta leave. We can't be playing lay down with Mimi this morning. So it's so funny. Okay.
Did we have
All
somebody
right,
else?
Jean that just came in, you can open your mic.
Can you, testing
And
1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
hi, how are
Hi,
you?
hi, Queen.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. How are you doing?
Fair a minute, fair a minute.
Hello, Jean.
How you doing, Coco? It's been a while, ladies.
Yes, it has.
So is
Uh,
this your real background in the room that you're sitting in?
yes.
Because it's beautiful. Like you've got a beautiful space.
Thank you.
You're
All of my
welcome.
hi, how you doing? Yeah, Coco. Yeah. Yeah, I'm you know,
She
I'm a,
said,
I'm a history buff, so you got all my historical stuff, my connection to the 6888 up here,
okay.
Buffalo Soldiers.
My grandfather was a Buffalo Soldier.
I know you told me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad's father.
Well, I had to get on tonight listening to this conversation. Oh, I hear feedback. Is that me? Wait a minute, let me cut something off.
Okay. If
I,
you have a YouTube page open, it'll be
let me turn my phone. Maybe it's my phone. Okay. Other things I want to discuss too, but this conversation tonight about these eye drops was so interesting to me because I have been going through the same thing with the something feeling like something there and how I was putting them in. And then I was looking back at all the demonstrations and I never noticed the way you said to do it, or to pull the eyelash down and then drop it.
yeah. Yeah. I'll
I never
drop
saw
a
that.
line.
When I watched Dana, she would turn to the
Yeah,
side. So that's
Dana
what I
does
was
it on
doing.
the side of her eye. So hang on.
I do it the
This
same way.
this is
I drop mine here in the corner, in here, and then roll, back.
Yeah, I'm a
yeah,
side
no,
dropper too.
I do this.
Okay, let's see.
Did you see it?
Okay, yeah, yeah. I'll
So
try that. I said, that gritty feeling, I had been having a problem with that. That gritty feeling. You
What,
know,
so which drops are you using?
I'm 30/70.
30/70?
Yeah, and then of course I have both of the C clears, and I have the uh luster elixir, which I use whenever, and there was one other one. Other than the Revitalize, there's one other one I like to use. But basically it's the Revitalize and the 30/70.
Okay. So you got to notice when you have that gritty feeling, like, do you have it after which drop?
The 30/70.
The 30/70? And you're doing the Revitalize before the 30/70
Yeah.
every time?
Yeah. But
Okay.
I do use the Revitalize by itself. Sometimes I just want to just
Yeah.
refresh the eye. But yeah, each time I use the 30/70, I use the Revitalize.
Okay. And when you have that gritty feeling, do you use the Revitalize after?
Well, I do the eye rolling thing for a minute, but then I'll take a little bit of the Revitalize and drop it on there to help
And does it
smooth
go
it.
away after you drop the
Yeah,
Revitalize? Like, how long does it take to go away?
um yeah, I never really noticed, but it does go away. Eventually, it does go away. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, and the only thing I can identify with in that way is the meibomian glands. So, we've got meibomian glands around all of our going down the eye, around all of our eyelashes, right?
Yes.
They can get clogged up, and those glands actually secrete the fat, the lipid material that's in the tear film.
Mhm.
If you get a clog, the DMSO and castor oil is going to push that clog out.
Mhm.
And that's what you could be feeling in your eye from a debris standpoint. But you
Mhm.
should, if it is debris, eventually it should work its way into the corner of the eye, and then you can feel it. Like it'll be, you know,
Mhm. Well, thank goodness it's not something that happens all the time, but it has happened enough where I noticed it. You know, now
right.
I kind of maybe can understand. Why it might be happening, and I can work on correcting that because that's annoying. Because I felt like I had eyelash or something, underneath there.
See y'all, Tamis, you started something.
Okay. So this, okay. Now, here's another reason why I'm on. But I did appreciate that conversation because I really need to know it. It's not just me.
No, 100%, 100%.
Yeah. Now I've been using your products since last March for a year.
Okay.
I had a hard time getting started, but I ramped in somewhere around May or June. You know what I mean? So now the progress that I have noticed is the change of the eyeglasses, where I had to go back to my 2 or 3 year old prescription. Okay,
Yeah.
that has happened, but I had a low. My eye pressures came out of the 20s. In October, it was both of them was at 14. I went today to the optometrist just because I was having trouble with my contact lenses, but I found out I had the wrong ones. I found that out today. But my eye pressure is 14 in one eye and 17 in another, so I got to ramp something up to get that 17 going in the other
Yeah.
direction. And
So
my
have you
cataract,
had any have you had any diet changes?
no.
Have you had any
In fact, I'm
medication?
not eating enough. No, no. What I okay. Also, when I got this was interesting. When I got my eyes examined today, like I told her, it surprised when I went to the optometrist because the ophthalmologist I go to later on. I told her I'm not wearing the glasses that I bought last year because of this change. I can
Right.
see better distance with these glasses that are almost 3 years, maybe 2 years old, than with the ones I just purchased last year.
Right.
I'm trying to remember the ridiculous reason that she gave me why I can wear these comfortably and see distance and not the ones I just brought last year. I can't. It was so ridiculous. I can't even think of it right now. I didn't really say nothing. All I know is I was
You're
having
like, that's too stupid for me to even remember.
because I
Like,
was having issues driving until I switched to the lower glass, the
yeah, to the
older glass.
older lenses.
Yes, and then I told her I wanted. Okay, when she did my eyes today, she gave me a new prescription form. I told her I'm not getting them. I'm not going to get them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I want to stay right here because I can drive and I could see distance, which is what the problem was. And I also understand while I was thinking about this, something that you said. I have the bifocals in the glasses, right? And I was
Yes.
wondering, would I be able to get those glasses and take that out
Yes.
and
Yeah, tell them you want single vision glasses. I don't want bifocal.
see what happens because I don't want another. Even though she said that my eye today increased a little bit, well, it had increased a little bit before, and I couldn't focus distantly.
Right.
You know what I mean, like that. So anyway, right now I'm still using all my drops and everything, waiting for something else to happen. But right now I'm glad that this happened, to going down back
Yeah.
2, 3 years and
Yeah.
seeing better. Now I'm not really good. I take my glasses off and walk around everything. I'm not really where I want to be if that situation, but I still do that and I go outside and sun gaze. I do that too.
Good.
All that's happening. So that's where I am right now. I'm just, trying to get to that next level of not having to wear my glasses much.
What about your near vision? So like looking at your phone and looking at the TV or reading a book.
It's blurry. I mean, I can. How do I see it? Because when I look at certain screens in here, depending on what the size of that screen is where I think I have a problem because it looks like some kind of how do you describe that look? Yeah, I don't have the TV on now. I can't tell you, but I can see, but not like I want to. I can see
Is it
things,
hazy or
big things,
foggy?
huh?
Is it hazy or foggy?
It's not. It's not foggy, and it might be a little distorted, like that. Hope I'm not saying that wrong. Let me see what this picture looks like. It's like a blurry.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
looking at you right now, everything, all the people on the panel see their names, but it's like it has a, is it a shadow? It's kind of blurry. I'd have to squint. I can squint and see them.
So if you squint, you can see it more clearly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I want you to test this, like looking at the TV or looking at any screen or a book or something like that. Look at it and then drop the see clear. Wait 5 minutes and look at it again
hmm
with your
The
glasses off.
plane, the plane see clear
No, seeing clear with DMSO if you
with the
got it.
MSO.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
see clear with DMSO, and
Okay.
see if that changes the clarity. Because what it sounds to me like is you're not getting clarity. You're getting a little fuzziness. Like I can
Mm-hmm.
see the thing, but it's just got this almost like somebody erased the edges.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just moving right along now. I gotta see if I can work with my husband and get him started on this too, because he has cataracts, well, the makings of them too. And he was saying that his left eye seems a little distance issue with him. I'm gonna
Right.
see if I maybe I can learn how to put the drops in on him.
That'll learn on yourself. Pull that eye down. Like I'm gonna have to do a
Yeah,
photo.
I got
Like
it.
this is
I got it now. But yeah, anyway, that's where I am. I'm still, moving forward.
So I'd love to hear though what your doctor had to say about why the older glasses work better than the newer glasses.
Yeah, I'm
Like
thinking on it, but
it's
I couldn't believe it. I said, it was so bad, probably. That's why I
like
can't
that doesn't
remember.
make any sense to me at all. I cannot use that information. Go away.
Yeah. So she thinks that with the new prescription, I'll do better. No, I have that prescription for 2 years. I'll wait and see what happens in a year. Because
Well,
right
and
now,
if you do want to get newer glasses, then the thing you should do is take your old glasses and tell her, I want to start with this prescription, code the machine to this prescription, and then let's move forward. Instead of coding the machine to the old prescription and trying to adjust it to make it work.
yeah. Okay, and like I said, my main reason was to go to there because I wear contacts sometimes, and when I got the contacts, they were problems. I couldn't understand why. So when I got today, I find out that they gave me the dailies instead of the 2 weeks, which is with the more moisture has more moisture. And I said, I was wasting my money. What is this? I can't wear them. And then she looked on the
Right,
record and found out that was given the wrong one, the wrong time
right,
period and it was, oh, I'm like,
right.
please,
So, and
please.
are the contacts your current prescription?
It changed a little bit. I haven't tested them out yet because I'm getting prepared to test
Yeah,
out first to make
different. Right,
sure that they're the ones that I'm accustomed to. Because I never had a problem with them. This is the first
right.
time. I never had an issue. Only with this prescription I got when I went in October. I've
Okay.
never. So that's why I knew something wasn't right because I could just pop them in and I'm good to go for a while,
Moving and running.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But the
Yeah.
trial pair has to come in. They didn't have the correct ones. And then I'm going to try them to make sure those are the ones that I'm used to, accustomed to. Yeah.
Okay. Well, and when you go back, just take those glasses with you, the older glasses with you, and see what um how they can adjust, for those glasses and give you better eyesight.
Yeah, because she had them today and tested them and everything. And just that's interesting. I say, I bet it is. It was interesting to me when I put them on and I was down the road head spinning like the exorcist because I could see everything. See, that's
That's a
me.
beautiful description.
But
I can see it
that day in
all.
the car, it was ridiculous. I thought my little husband thought I was going crazy. You know,
Yeah. But you could see everything you needed to see.
and they happened just in time because he and I just came through a bout of RSV. He had RSV and pneumonia
Oh,
the
wow.
1st of March, and I had to drive, and he was in the hospital.
Oh, wow.
And that change came just in time. How was I going to get to the hospital that with those other glasses like that?
Exactly. Exactly.
I had to go every day. That man was in the hospital for a week with that pneumonia RSV. I got it later on after he got home, but I'm just saying, how was I going to get there? You know?
Exactly. That's yeah.
And this
Yeah.
change
No.
happened just in time. So I had to drive at night. So I guess,
So how's your night vision?
well, I'm not comfortable driving at night yet. The hospital was close by, it was straight shot, so I wasn't, concerned. But I don't
Right.
know. I have to test it out now. I don't know what it is right now, like to go somewhere. Me
Right.
driving, me driving.
Right. No, I understand that. I understand that.
Yeah,
So, but you got to, yeah, start testing that and see what you're seeing, but obviously test it safely without a doubt. Um, but just see what you're seeing and what your eyesight's giving you.
but listen, along with that, trying to, get my eyes better, I've had several years of issues with vertigo really bad. And in the past, during COVID and all, it was terrible. I just started driving. That day that I drove my husband in March, that was the first time I've driven since COVID.
Oh,
When did that
wow.
start? 2020?
2020.
That was the first time that I drove a car since then because my vertigo was so bad and everything like that. And but anyway, I'm working on on it. Doctors hadn't helped me. I've been using that holistic things to work on that with the vagus nerve, different things I've been doing, certain foods I've been eating, different things. And then now the eye issue was a problem because when something came past me, I mean, everything went haywire.
Right. Right.
Well, I found out with the help with the eyes and all this drops and everything seemed to help better. I had better control of my eye movements since
Right.
I started using the drops because I didn't have the control. It was awful. Don't let a truck come next to me back then.
Oh yeah. It would distort everything going on in your brain.
Everything, but it's since that day when I drove, I had to follow the ambulance to the hospital. I was praying. I said, Lord, am I going to be able to do this? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
But I noticed a change. I noticed it was better. I said it has to be the drops helping my eyes focus better. The dry eye is is getting better. All that stuff was going on with that. You know,
have you heard of the Epling maneuver?
none of those things work for me. I've had three
It didn't work?
neurologists. None of those things work. The only
Okay.
thing that I saw positive that changed that was wild blueberries.
Okay.
I eat them every day. Up for the last 5 years, I eat them. From my research, I that's why I started doing that. I noticed a difference
Okay.
eating them. The antioxidants are high in that to help with the eyes, and I combine it with kiwi to help me with
Right.
that feeling that I get, and then I have to work a lot on my neck, the neck area, on my own.
Well, if you're working on your neck, 30/70 can be very beneficial. The DMSO and castor oil can be very beneficial. So, and I would also put it behind the ears,
Oh,
along
you
the
think?
ear
Oh,
canal.
you think I don't do that?
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm just
You think I don't?
I don't know. All I can do is suggest.
Listen, the only thing I don't have holistically is a license. I've been researching all the stuff that you say and do all that, experimenting on
Yeah,
myself, anything to give me some relief. And still, it does more than that, than the eyes. It does other things, and I've been slowly doing things with that.
good, good. I'm
Okay,
very,
I'm done.
very happy.
I'm captivated too much time. Time to go.
Okay, no problem. You're welcome to hang out. All right,
Oh, I got to go in
Cynthia.
here. I got to go in here and get my I'm boiling a pot of red onions because sometimes I have palpitations, and the red
Yes.
onions in tea with lemon helps bring it down.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's worth knowing.
yeah, it's very good. That component in it is very good for heart issues and heart conditions, things like that.
Okay,
Mhm.
excellent.
I told you, girl, you should see all these books. I got all these different things that I got and stuff from my growing up that I all of a sudden. Because let me tell you something. When my husband got sick of the RSV and the pneumonia, and he went in the hospital, I was well until he came back home. I was so sick, but there was nothing that they could do for me. So I said, okay. I had made me a big gallon of fire cider, and didn't I start taking that to kick that mess out of me? Garlic and honey with ginger for all this mess that was here, all in here. And that's how I got out of that RSV stage.
Wow.
That's right.
Right.
Because I wasn't taking any of those drugs that they was talking about we could use. We don't know if it'll work. Oh, I know what will work. I just have to do it. And I did. It looked like a
Good
science
job.
lab in my pantry. It looked like a science lab in there. I have oregano oil for my antibiotics. I have oregano oil I made, all the stuff I made in there for this. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I know I sound crazy, but guess what? I'm
No, we
alive.
gotta we gotta take care of ourselves because this whole the whole medical system is set up for us to find an illness and then for them to make sure we keep it.
Exactly. And I have enough illnesses where I've learned over the years. Look, I'll be 75 soon. I didn't get this old not knowing something.
Exactly.
It's
And you
just
look good. You're 75 and you look good.
Yes, indeed. Now my eyes, once I'm getting my eyes together, you ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing. So,
100%. And we got to make sure your husband gets his eyes together too.
oh yeah. I told him I'm preparing because he sees me, he sees what I'm doing. Oh, he sees me, you know. I said, you next. Yes.
I know, and that's hard on men because they're like, I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah, the first thing out her mouth today, out the doctor's mouth today was surgery for what? Surgery? I said, no, ma'am. There's evidence of glaucoma, whatever, but it's it's not glaucoma. It's just
Right,
it's potential. The cataracts, mild.
right.
Maybe you can talk to the your ophthalmologist and he may recommend. I said, not in this house. He's not recommending surgery. I said, because I have a problem with. I told her straight up. A lot of people come out on the bad end. Some don't, but most do, and I don't want to be one of them, and neither him.
Amen.
'Cause I
100%.
said, I can't handle him now. He can see. You think I want to handle him and he can't?
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
And
I
myself too. No, man, we're gonna work something else. I'm not gonna. I didn't say what. I just said we'll do something if we have to. You know what I mean? If it
right,
comes to that,
right.
you know what I
If
mean?
something needs to be done, this
Yeah.
that ain't gonna be what it is.
I know she's glad when we got out of there.
Well,
Okay, I'm done. All right.
okay. And it's 8 o'clock as far as I can see.
Oh,
It is
okay.
eight
I ran
o'clock.
over time. Okay.
And nope, it's just time to end this live session. And I have had such a great time with everybody.
We do have
Is there
one more guest. Cynthia
okay?
Van is up.
Okay, Cynthia.
Hello, can you hear?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing fine.
Excellent. How can I help you?
Well, I just wanted to drop in to, I couldn't find the link, so it took me a while to get in here.
No
Anyway,
problem.
I just wanted to share with everyone something interesting that happened in my left eye, which was the eye with the retinal detachment, and it had surgery.
Okay.
It had been growing a lump on my eyeball for several years. It seemed to be getting bigger and bigger. And one day I decided recently to look in the mirror at that eye, and it was three-quarters gone,
Wow.
the lump.
What have you ever had it diagnosed?
No, no, they just tell me it's scar tissue from the surgery.
Can you describe where it was? Was it more toward the inside of the eye or on the outside?
Corner next to my nose
Okay.
grew a lump that looked like that stuff that grows in the sun. I can't remember the name of it right now. Um, but that's where it was located. And I was getting a little worried because it was getting closer and closer to the iris.
Yeah, yeah.
Then all of a sudden, three-quarters of it's gone. And I have been doing 30/70 for about a month now. And I thought, would that be the what
That's the castor oil doing its job.
castor oil? Okay.
Yeah, that's the castor oil doing its job. And the DMSO getting the castor oil deep into that material. So whatever that growth was, and the doctors say it's scar tissue or whatever, but scar tissue doesn't, unless it's a keloid, it doesn't grow. Like there are things on the eye like a pterygium or a pincocula that can actually, change shape and they can actually grow over the iris if they're, if you just let them go for an extended period of time. So it's fabulous though that that's 3/4 of the way gone. In another month, it'll probably be gone.
I've seen that white of my eye for several years now. It's been 20 years since that operation.
Wow. Yeah, I would actually go back to that eye doctor and said that the scar tissue, like, do you see that anymore? So-called scar tissue.
They've never said anything about what about it. It's a lump, and no
Right.
one ever said anything about it.
And we aren't supposed to have lumps on our eyes. That's just not normal. I don't even understand.
I thought it was something associated with the surgery because it appeared after the surgery.
Right. And it probably is associated. It probably is associated. But you can knock it out and keep it gone for whatever period of time you choose. And here's the other thing. If you stop using the 30/70 with any regularity, the interesting thing would be to find out if it comes back.
Oh, I don't want it to. It was ugly. It was so ugly.
Well, you now know what handles it, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Was that it? You got anything else? Because that's a pretty big thing.
That's all I wanted to say today, although there's other things I could tell you, but it's getting late.
Okay, well, I'll be back tomorrow, so you can come back
Same
and
place.
tell me tomorrow. Yeah, same bat time, same bat channel.
I'll talk with you tomorrow.
All right, excellent. Thank you so much for coming up. I appreciate you. All right, everybody, unless anybody else has another question, going in 5, 4, we're done. Anyway, have a great evening. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Remember to nurture yourselves naturally. Take the best care. Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.